Hello, how y'all doing? We here down at Black and Noble Bookstore, and we with Miss Golden Girl and her book Sex and Celebrities. The truth, the whole truth, and the naked truth. How you doing, Miss Golden Girl?
You can drop the miss. I'm just Golden Girl.
Okay. Well, we'll drop the miss. What's up, GG?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
How's it down at 99? Working with Power 99.
99. It is what it is. It's a station that's been here. It's a faction in the city that's been for what 25 years now. So it's a blessing to be working with a station that's powerful as Power 99.
Okay. What inspired you to write your book?
Well, actually, there was a few things that inspired me. Pretty much, this book has been almost written for a long time, and I say almost is like I've written chapters and chapters, but I just stories. You know what I mean? And I didn't know if I was going to put a book out or not, but I kind of have the whole story of my life written down because I've been keeping, journals for years. Then what prompted me to put it out was all of the celebrities that I do interview and how very candid they are about their sexual lives with me. And I notice when I listen to other people speak with celebrities about their personal lives and sexual lives, like they clam up. But for some reason, I'm able to get them to tell me their deepest, most innermost, sexually explicit situations.
That's your secret segment. You got a segment on your show where you get people to tell their secrets. What's some of the one of your favorite secrets you done heard?
I'll be honest with you. I have had it's Secret Sinister Sunday, and I have had so many secrets. Like I've had all of the I slept with my husband's brother, my husband's father, and I slept with my girlfriend's mom. I've had all that. I've had all the sexual stories, but the funniest and wildest secret to me was when the girl called and said that she'd been in a relationship with her boyfriend for 5 years. And throughout this 5 years, he never knew that her hair was not her real hair. And the reason why this was so funny is because she was so serious and this was such a big deal with them. This guy never knew that she didn't have real hair. And he started asking her about real hair, and I kept telling her he already knows now. And I said, well, what are you going to do? She said, Golden Girl, I don't know what to do because if I take the weave out, she's like, over these years I have no hair. And she said he told me that he doesn't want to be with me, he doesn't want to be with a woman unless she has really good hair. And she's like, I don't have good hair, but I have a good weave. And so to me, her candid and her being so upset, like who would think that anybody would base a relationship on something like that? So to me that was funny, but it was real, and it was just like the first time I'd ever heard it.
Yeah, I think I might have caught that episode. I think I might have caught that one. Got any favorite authors in the bookstore? You got any authors that you check out?
You know what? Actually, it's a couple of people that I do really like, and one of them is actually here, the Jamaican Don Dada. He's right over there. He has quite a few books, and actually, he penned one with me in it, or maybe two. And yeah, it's not just that. That's the reason why, but his writing is good, and everybody's intrigued by it. Mike Tavon is another one of my friends who Six Dreams, Nine Fantasies. He definitely is one of my authors up and coming. That's a favorite. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people that are already up and that are famous and stuff, so they don't need to be mentioned. We want to get a brother and a sister that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of love. Yeah.
Now, I hear you on your show. Some nights you talk about the state of our community. What are some of the things you think that we can do to start improving our community? I know you got, a son? How old is he?
Oh, my God. My son is a big boy. He's a grown man now. Yeah, my son's be 18 in February, so. Okay, so the thing about it is, as far as the community goes, yeah, I do a whole lot in my show, speaking about the community, trying to get people to listen, trying to get people to get empowered. What I think people need to do is a lot, but the main thing is education. It really is. It sounds education gonna stop the violence? Like, no, not alone. But when people are uneducated, it's easy to go out there and do these violent crimes because you haven't got that base. When you have your education and you work hard to get through school and you're trying to do something, you don't have time for all that. And it's just unfortunate that most of the kids that are in jail, most of the adults that are in jail were high school dropouts. they never finish school, high school. So, education is a big basis to me. It's a whole lot of other things, but the main thing is getting our kids to understand how important it is to get an education because the only way for us to get out of the hood is through an education. And I don't know if they still strive to get out the hood like they did. I think they think it's the okay thing to just stay there forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you touched on that because that's one of our bases for our shows at Urban Voices is education and how important it is for us to survive, economically and socially in our society. So we want you to come down and be on the show with us once we start filming after the new year. And we want to thank you for your interview and your time. Yeah, of course.
For everybody else out there, another thing aside from the violence is the spending. Our spending power is so much. Like we spend and we make this economy so rich, but we make all of the wrong people rich. We don't support our own. Like we're here now at Black and Noble. This is black owned, and I try to support as many African American businesses as possible. One of the reasons why a lot of people, our people, say they don't support is because they say they don't have the things you want when you go into the African American stores and so forth. But the thing is that we all have to start somewhere, and we have to support our own, just like every other culture out there supports their own. That's why they become successful. So, with all that being said, I would hope that our people would stop spending so much money on materialistic things that mean nothing. You're making everybody else rich. Learn how to open up a bank account and save a couple of dollars and stop spending all your money on all of the name brand things and everything that's out here because you know what? We can't afford it.
Right, like Golden Girl said, our spending power is so important, and especially since we 36 million strong right here in the U.S. We reported 36 million African Americans right here in this country. So, keep that in mind. Be mindful of your spending, and let's stop the violence and increase the education.
Thank you so much. Shout outs to Urban Voices. I know you guys are going to do really well, and I'll try to make it to the show sometime in the next year. And Happy New Year. And always remember to BIG, believe in God because He believes in you and He makes all things possible too.
All right, you heard it from SGJ. Urban Voices. We signing off, and we talk to y'all later.